next trick.
Our next trick. You killer tango. Who couldn't stop singing during lunch?
This girl.
It's so good. This song is actually about the Ebola virus.
Is it?
I don't know. you guys think we don't do anything, you know?
Bonjour, messieurs, mesdames. Je m'appelle Brendan Gillen.
The tango's nice, huh?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brendan Gillen. Je vous souhaite la bienvenue au nom de l'Université McGill à la collation des grades de la Faculté des Arts. So I'm here to welcome you on behalf of McGill University to the Faculty of Arts Afternoon Convocation. Before I proceed with just making you aware of a few items in the program, I'd like to take this opportunity to ask you to join me in a warm round of applause for the Brian Sands Quintet. I draw to your attention the fact that it's not raining, and I attribute that to their charming the weather god into stopping the rains for a while. Donc maintenant, je vais juste prendre quelques instants pour vous informer des points importants dans le déroulement de la cérémonie de cet après-midi. La cérémonie va commencer avec l'entrée du cortège d'honneur et terminera avec sa sortie. Et juste avant l'arrivée, je vais vous demander de vous lever. So the ceremony will begin with the entrance of the platform party and will end with its exit. And just before the platform party enters, I'll ask you to stand. Une fois le cortège d'honneur est installé sur la tribune, la docteure Tracy Smith-Bissett va chanter l'hymne de l'université. So once the platform party is settled here on the podium, Dr. Tracy Smith-Bissett will sing the University Alma Mater. Ensuite, le chancelier Michael Meehan et la vice-chancelière et la principale Susan Fortier, chacun va vous adresser un bref discours, suivi par l'allocution par Brian Mulrooney, l'honorable Brian Mulrooney, qui aurait juste reçu son doctorat honoris causa. So once the principal, actually the Chancellor, Michael Meehan, then the principal, Suzanne Fortier, also the Vice Chancellor, will each address a short address to you, and then the recently doctored Brian Mulrooney will present the convocation address. Donc après la remise des diplômes, on va terminer avec le chant national, l'hymne national chanté par la docteure Tracy Smith-Bissett. So when the ceremony is over with, there will first be, actually I'd forgotten the French, the Secretary General will address a few words of closure, and then Dr. Tracy Smith-Bissett will sing the national anthem. Et finalement, le cortège d'honneur va quitter la salle, et en quittant, on va demander les diplômés de les suivre, en commençant avec les diplômés au premier rang, suivis par les rangs successifs jusqu'au fond. So the ceremony will end with the departure of the platform ceremony. The recently diplomat students will be asked to rise and file out, starting with the first rank and going to the back. Et maintenant, j'invite le doyen des étudiants, Chris Buttle, à vous informer concernant plusieurs mesures de sécurité mises en place dans un cas peu probable d'une urgence. So I end now, and I'll ask Chris Buttle, the Dean of Students, to inform you about various safety precautions that have been put in place in the very unlikely event that there's a problem. Chris.
You're all very attentive this afternoon. Good afternoon. That was a fail. Try that again. Good afternoon. Much better. Thank you. Yeah, and smile a little bit. This is a celebration. All the graduating students look stressed. No, be happy. That's right.
We're very pleased that you've joined us here today. Congratulations to everyone. My name is Chris Buttle, and I do have the exciting job of telling you about our emergency evacuation procedures. So again, you can be attentive now. This is serious business. Don't worry, the university has a plan. Bienvenue à McGill à la cérémonie de déclaration de grade cette année. Je m'appelle Chris Buttle et on m'a demandé à vous informer des procédures d'évacuation d'urgence mises en place. If an evacuation is required, the registrar will announce this to you. You will be required to leave the tent immediately in a calm and orderly fashion, perhaps to another building or perhaps to the field over there. Si une évacuation du lieu devenait nécessaire, le registrar en ferait l'annonce. Vous devrez alors quitter la tente sans tarder. Selon les circonstances, vous devrez vous rendre d'un autre bâtiment ou sur le terrain en face de la terre. If you were told to evacuate, please do the following. Leave all the baby strollers behind, but take the babies. Please. Do not go with your graduating student. They will be going elsewhere. Follow the instructions of security officers and ushers. If the evacuation is to another building, you follow colored lines that are on the roadway outside the tent that correspond to the color of your chair. Have a look at your chair, everybody. You now know the color of it. There's a map on your program, and it's being projected on the TV screens right now to help you if you so need it. Laissez toutes les poussettes sur place, ne suivez pas le diplômé qui vous accompagne, suivez les instructions des agents de sécurité et de placière. Si une évacuation effectuée vers un autre bâtiment, suivez le tracé coloré sur la rue face à la tente, correspondant à la couleur de votre siège. Vous trouvez un plan d'évacuation en verso de programme qui vous a été remis. Once the emergency is over, announcements will be made at the evacuation sites to inform you of what to do next, and you can check the website. Une fois la situation d'urgence passée, les annonces seront faites au emplacement d'évacuation pour vous indiquer la suite. Je vous remercie de votre attention. Passez une journée formidable et encore une fois, félicitations aux diplômés. Thank you for your attention. Have a wonderful day, and again, congratulations. And before we get started, I'd like to turn your attention to the screens. There's going to be a short video, and soon after that, we'll get things underway. Thank you.
My name is Maria Gracia. I'm originally from Chile, and I did honors in Latin American Studies and International Development.
My name is Akil Varani, and I'm a visual artist and graphic designer based in Montreal. I graduated in 2012.
Je m'appelle Guillaume Drouin-Garneau, je suis ancien de McGill. J'ai gradué en 2012.
Once I graduated, I really wanted to find a way to stay connected with the university. I did some research and found the McGill Women's Alumni Association. It really spoke to me because of their mission to promote women's leadership and highlight what female grads have been contributing to the community.
Ma participation au sein du club cycliste de McGill, je pense qu'on est une super belle gang, puis encore aujourd'hui, on voit des anciens, des jeunes qui sont étudiants, puis on fait des sorties ensemble, on partage une passion.
How I got involved with the mentor-mentee program with the McGill Alumni Association was actually I was trying to find a way to give my time to McGill.
I definitely recommend any mentorship program, whether it's having a connection to other people or advice from someone who's been through it.
To try and figure out what you want to do is not as clear-cut as people think. It's important to be able to tell people that if you have those fears, those concerns, they're normal.
I've spoken at homecoming events, the McGill Young Alumni Association. I recently created a live artwork at the hashtag Law Needs Feminism Because National Forum.
through McGill Connect, I was introduced to this global network of McGill alumni who I had something in common with. Once I sort of had my industry figured out, my next step was, how am I going to get abroad? Ultimately, through connecting with so many different alumni on the McGill Connect platform, I made the decision that London, England would be best for me to kickstart my career.
I want to wish the graduating class all the best of luck.
This is the beginning of a very exciting new chapter in your life, where hopefully you feel prepared and excited.
Bonne chance à tous, je vous souhaite du succès dans vos projets futurs. Je pense que vous êtes passé à travers une institution qui vous permet d'avoir accès à tout ce que vous voulez. Donc, have fun, enjoy the ride, and be patient.
We're not evacuating. Don't worry. We do have a couple minutes, though. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about academic regalia. This is supposed to be fun. Brendan's going to walk across the stage and demonstrate the PhD gown for McGill University in the deep red color with the gold. So, when you see someone with that robe on, typically it would mean they got their PhD from McGill, or they don't have another robe, but they're at this ceremony. So depending on the institution, typically you would wear the robes from the highest degree of that institution would be the robes that academics would typically wear. So mine are University of Alberta. Go Alberta. Okay, so we're proud of where we graduate from, right? We also have hats. PhD hats are typically this round style, and the other degree types are typically the mortarboard. If a student could hold up your hat there to show everybody, yeah, you know what that looks like? Yeah, that's right. So that's typically mortarboard or book-like on the head, which is very traditional, as you all know. You'll also notice the different colors of hoods. The hoods represent the different degree types, so you can enjoy the different regalia as students and walk across the stage. And when the procession comes in, you'll also notice the different robes of different academics, and dignitaries have their own special robes as well that you'll enjoy in very, very soon. I'm getting the shrugged shoulders. I can tell you more about academic regalia. I can go on for quite a while, I'm afraid. You'll also notice that some of the robes have these, no, I'm serious, I can. Some of them have these chevrons across the arms. The chevrons are a little more common in American schools. And typically Canadian schools are more in the tradition of from the United Kingdom, which is the robes like Brendan illustrated before, without the chevrons, but all do share the hood. Thankfully, I hear the piper coming. I hope you enjoyed your academic regalia trivia and have enjoyed the ceremony this afternoon. Thank you.
You will have to answer one question before you get your diploma regarding academic regalia. Please rise. Levez-vous, s'il vous plaît.
Thank you, Dr. Smith-Bassett. Good afternoon, graduating students, families, friends, ladies and gentlemen. Bonjour à tous. As Chancellor and on behalf of McGill University, it's my pleasure to welcome you to our beautiful, if somewhat sodden, downtown campus to celebrate the class of 2017 and the students graduating from the Faculty of Arts. It's wonderful to look out at this audience and see this inspiring group of graduates, supporters, family, and friends. and it's an honor for me to be here to share this important milestone with you. D'abord, permettez-moi de vous transmettre à tous les félicitations bien senties. I have a keen appreciation of what this day means. Once upon a time when dinosaurs ruled the land, I too was part of a graduating class at McGill. And it was a proud moment in my life. Some considerable time later, I returned on 2 different occasions as the parent of McGill graduates, and like all parents here today, I beamed with pride. And now, as Chancellor, I have the privilege of attending convocation ceremonies each and every year, so you could say that I've seen graduation from just about every angle. Que j'y assiste à titre de diplômé, de parent ou de chancelier, cette cérémonie demeure pour moi une célébration du travail assidu, de la détermination, des sacrifices et d'une réussite grandement méritée. Alors bravo et chateau bas à chacun de vous. Although I'm not psychic, I think I can predict some of the things that will happen to you in the immediate future. There'll certainly be much celebration, much wining and dining, lots of photos, which will then be shared on social media. And there'll be advice, lots and lots of advice from many sources, parents, friends, relatives, professors, you name it. So before you hear all these people, I'd like to get my own 2 cents in and offer my advice to you. And it's worth exactly what you're paying for it. Today, for better or worse, we live in a very connected world. Thanks to social media, we can all express our opinion and do it in real time, anytime. By the time I finish this sentence, 60,000 tweets will have been posted on Twitter. Hopefully not all about this speech. The fact is, we live in an immediate world. We find out about news immediately. We react to news immediately. We post our opinion immediately. Instant Twitter outrage and public shaming are now part of our reality. So my modest advice to you is this. I'd like you to consider the value of stepping back from this very human urge to rush to judgment, to resist the temptation to jump to conclusions or to jump on a bandwagon. I come to this perspective through my own experience, having had the privilege of serving in the Senate of Canada for over 20 years. Et je sais que cette vénérable institution ne fait pas l'unanimité. Pour ma part, et comme pour la plupart de mes collègues, j'ai assumé cette responsabilité avec beaucoup de sérieux. À mes yeux, j'avais pour rôle d'émettre une opinion modérée et réfléchie. Autrement dit, de prendre en considération le cadre législatif, le contexte et les conséquences, puis de faire une évaluation éclairée et des recommandations judicieuses. As students at McGill, you've acquired the same skills during your time here. When working on a project or a problem, you gather information, assess the sources, look at differing points of view, and draw conclusions based on your own judgment. This is a wonderful and elegant tool to take into the world. I urge you not to lose it, and to use the principles and methods you have learned here and apply them to your everyday experiences and to the world around you. Above all, I encourage you to insist on nothing less than empirical facts and data as the basis for your opinion. In some cases, this process will confirm your views. In some cases, it may cause you to change your mind or even prompt you to engage in constructive dialogue. This is not just a sign of intelligence. In our society today, it's a sign of integrity and courage. And the world needs more of that. It needs more, much more, thoughtful discourse, more room for diverse voices, more tolerance and understanding, more kind words, and less rancor. So let me close with a quote which I think summarizes my thoughts today. Son auteur est l'un des nôtres, un McGillois qui a touché d'innombrables cœurs dans le monde, Leonard Cohen. Leonard Cohen left a wonderful legacy of songs and poems and praise. I think this quote is particularly appropriate. He said, "To keep your hearts open is probably the most urgent responsibility you have as you get older. So do keep your hearts open. Be generous of spirit, quick to comfort those in need, and measured and considerate in your words and deeds. And remember to keep your hearts open to your friends and supporters here at McGill as well. Because wherever you go in the world, this will always be your home, and we will always cheer your successes and your accomplishments. So stay in touch, not just today, but throughout your lifelong journey as a McGill grad. Good luck, and may this day be both a joyous ending and an auspicious beginning for all of you. Thank you. Merci. Je voudrais maintenant inviter la professeure Suzanne Fortier, principale et vice-chancelière de l'Université McGill, à s'adresser à l'auditoire. Madame Fortier.
Bienvenue aux finissants de 2017. Welcome to the graduating class of 2017. I'm joined here today by your family and your friends, by our Chancellor Emerita, the Chair of the Board, our governors and governors emeriti, by our distinguished honorary degree recipient, award recipients, by special guests and esteemed colleagues. We are here together to say how proud we are of you and of everything that has brought you here today. C'est pour nous un immense bonheur de vous féliciter pour vos réalisations et votre persévérance. You've worked hard on your journey to being here today. Today marks a special milestone. Savor it, enjoy it, celebrate it, remember it, and remember as well all the friends you made during your time at McGill. Keep them close. Convocation is a celebration, and there are many people who are here to celebrate with you. Of course, your family and friends, professors, librarians, staff members. They all have been cheering for you from day one. So today, I want you, the graduates, to give a big round of applause to all these people who've been there for you. Come on, stand up, the graduates. Yes. Yes, it's your turn. Merci beaucoup. Merci. You know, these people will be there rooting for you, and they'll be there for you, whatever you choose to do next. And we know that you have great projects ahead. You have a mind that knows how to learn, and you will use it to do great things. Over the years, as I've watched you in action, I've called you a few names. I've called you the startup generation, the walk the talk generation, the broadband generation, because unlike any generations before you, you're ready for action. You're ready to make an impact on the world. Your thoughts and ideas are spreading at an incredible speed across the planet. You have influence and perhaps far more power than you realize. You are part of a new revolution which is changing the way we live, work, and relate to one another. Take hold of the changes that are happening and make it your goal to see them benefit everyone across the world. Build the future of our country and our world as inclusive places. This may sound a bit daunting, but of course, it's not on your shoulders alone. You will turn to others, seeking purpose, sharing and questioning ideas, and discovering new opportunities. You already know what it means to work as a team, and we have seen very impressive example of great teamwork from our students over the many years, and I want to share one in particular with you. It happened last February when I attended a women's hockey game between the McGill Martlets and the Carleton Ravens. We're feeling pretty good on the McGill side because our Martlets were leading 6-4 with 35 seconds left in the game. And then, of course, the Ravens pulled their goalie out of the net. And we saw our team captain zip down the ice with the puck, get herself in front of the net, and she did not shoot. No. Instead, what she did is pass the puck to her teammate, giving her teammate a hat trick and first star in the game. And all of us there said, wow, what an inspiring example of true team spirit, putting your teammate first, putting the team first. And while we're on the topic of great team spirit, I want to recognize the outstanding contributions of Stuart Kip Cobbett, the chair of McGill's board, who will be completing his term this June. Kip has been an exceptional member of Team McGill, serving our university in so many ways, from president of the McGill Alumni Association to serving on so many governance committees. He truly is what we call an MVP, loyal, present, generous with his time and good advice, and always ready to do his part. So thank you, Kip, for your loyalty, friendship, and exemplary service to the university. Thank you also to Kathleen Massey, who will be leaving McGill after nearly 10 years as the university's registrar and executive director of enrollment services. We are grateful, Kathleen, for your unwavering commitment to McGill students and the university community. And finally, thank you to all of you, the 2017 graduates. You've made great contribution to our university during your time here. Et nous savons que vous allez continuer à faire rayonner notre université à travers le monde. Vous faites partie d'une belle et grande famille et j'espère que vous considérez toujours McGill comme votre maison. Les portes vous seront toujours très grandes ouvertes et revenez nous voir le plus souvent possible. We all look forward to hearing about your lives, your successes, and all the places that your education will take you. Congratulations, félicitations.
Merci, Professor Fortier. Dr. Colleen Cook, Trenholm Dean of Libraries, will now present this year's recipient of the Librarian Excellence Award. Dean Cook.
Madam Vice Chancellor, it is my pleasure to introduce this year's recipient of the Librarian Excellence Award, Dawn McKinnon. Since 2008, Dawn has devoted her professional life as a librarian to serving the McGill community of learners, teachers, and researchers. She worked first in the Management Library as a liaison librarian, then in the Humanities and Social Sciences Library, and now behind the scenes in collection services. Her work is characterized by a quiet intelligence, work ethic, sense of service, and appreciation for the greater purpose of the university she serves. Dawn spends her days working the magic behind the scenes to provide electronic information resources to the university community in a seamless, nearly invisible manner to library users. Most take her work for granted, not knowing that we spend over $11 million a year in providing e-resources to the McGill University community. but the scope of library-provided electronic resources is enormous. The library now owns 2.5 million volumes in electronic form, as many as we own in print. Managing e-resources is no easy task. As one colleague wrote, Dawn has one of the hardest libraries and one of the hardest jobs in the library. Think about it. As far as electronic resources are concerned, the library is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If there is a problem with access, Dawn has to handle it. And she does, with intelligence, expertise, leadership, and patience. There's a secret to Dawn's wizardry skills, though. Her skill as a manager. Her work would not be successful were it not for that of the staff who work with her, who don't feel they work for her. We are all fortunate to have Dawn working with us for all of our benefit. Congratulations again to Dawn, a quintessential librarian for the 21st century. Madam Vice Chancellor, I present to you Dawn McKinnon, recipient of the 2017 Librarian Excellence Award.
Thank you, Dean Cook, and congratulations, Ms. McKinnon, on receiving this distinction. Professor Antonio Maioni, Dean of the Faculty of Arts, will now present the Right Honorable Brian Mulrooney, that he may have conferred upon him the highest recognition that is within the power of this university to grant. Professor Maioni.
Né à Baie-Comeau, Brian Mulroney a obtenu son baccalauréat en sciences politiques de l'Université Saint Francis Xavier et son baccalauréat en droit de l'Université Laval. En tant qu'avocat, il s'est spécialisé dans le droit du travail. Ses superbes compétences de conciliation et de négociation lui ont permis de rassembler les adversaires les plus polarisés et il était connu pour avoir mis fin aux grèves les plus difficiles. A member of the Progressive Conservative Party since his undergraduate days, in 1976, Brian Mulroney ran for leadership of the party, but in that first instance was unsuccessful. Yet he then led the Iron Ore Company of Canada for many years before returning to politics and winning the party leadership in 1983. The next year, on September 17th, 1984, Brian Mulroney led the Progressive Conservative Party to the largest parliamentary victory in Canadian history, becoming Canada's 18th Prime Minister, and served as such until June 25th, 1993. En tant que Premier ministre, il était un des leaders les plus influents de son époque. Il a joué un rôle important dans les grandes réformes économiques telles que l'accord de libre-échange entre le Canada et les États-Unis, qui, lorsqu'il a été étendu au Mexique, est devenu la loi du libre-échange nord-américain et a établi les bases d'une nouvelle ère du commerce mondial. Brian Mulroney's international vision extended beyond economics to include a deep commitment to promoting democracy and human rights around the world. During his time as Prime Minister, he served as co-chairman of the United Nations World Summit for Children. His government played a leading role in the efforts to end apartheid in South Africa and in the creation of the Sommet de la Francophonie. Through the Acid Rain Accord of 1991, the Environmental Protection Act of 1988, and the creation of 8 new national parks, he established strong measures to protect not only Canada's, but the world's environment. Brian Mulroney est également connu pour son engagement envers les nombreuses causes communautaires et philanthropiques. Il siège à de nombreux conseils au niveau local, national et international. A companion of the Order of Canada, Grand Officier de l'Ordre national du Québec, recipient of the Queen Elizabeth II Diamond Jubilee Medal, Brian Mulroney is an exemplary Canadian, Quebecer, and Montrealer, whose contributions in the political sphere defined Canada as a global leader, and whose commitment to public service has extended throughout his long and distinguished career. Mr. Chancellor, I present to you the Right Honorable Brian Mulroney, that you may confer upon him the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
It is now my pleasure to call upon McGill's newest graduate, the Right Honorable Brian Mulroney, to deliver the convocation address. Brian.
Thank you. The Chancellor, my old friend Michael Meehan, said to me earlier today, Brian, you got 5 minutes. I said, Michael, it takes me 5 minutes to say hello. He said, you got 5 minutes. So I'll try to follow that. Chancellor Meehan, Principal and Vice Chancellor Fortier, Kip Cobbett, Chairman of the Board of Governors, Dean Mayoni, proud parents and guests, members of the graduating class of 2017. C'est un immense honneur pour moi de recevoir aujourd'hui ce doctorat de l'Université McGill. McGill, comme vous le savez tous, est une très grande université de renommée mondiale. Et c'est avec beaucoup de fierté et de joie que j'accepte aujourd'hui ce doctorat honorifique. When I was young in Baie-Comeau, I had a conversation with my father late on a Sunday night when he returned from the paper mill where he worked as an electrician. He also held down a second job on his days and evenings off, wiring homes and repairing oil burners. While he did that, my mother, apart from raising 6 young kids in a tiny mill house, took in boarders to make ends meet. Times were not easy, and I told my father that night of the new apprenticeship program being launched at the mill, where children of employees could train as tradesmen, plumbers, mechanics, electricians, and the like, while being paid a good wage, and then have guaranteed future employment with the company on the North Shore. My father's reply is engraved in my memory. I know, Brian, he said, that times are tough and we could sure use that extra money you would bring in. But I've learned one thing. The only way out of a paper mill town is through a university door, and you are going to university. My story is not unique. It's happened many times over, no doubt to many of you here today. When I graduated, our convocation speaker that day reminded us that a good education was not principally to provide us with a standard of living, but rather with a standard of life. When I left college with my friends that day to head to the big city with the bright lights to conquer the world, or so we all hoped, I had no money, no connections, and no influence. But I had 2 things of far greater worth that you all have today as well: a college degree and the values that have been inculcated into us by a superb faculty and university leaders, none better in this universe than those here at McGill. And so it is today with you. In the Bible, the prophet says, in the Old Testament that young men have visions and old men dream dreams. Well, I can remember those days of my youth. I can remember being as happy and curious and excited and ambitious as you are today. And over the years, the many years now, I can remember the accomplishments and the setbacks. I can recall the splendor of the view from the highest mountaintops and the sorrow one feels in the valley of defeat. Life is an unending sequence of challenges from which no one emerges unscathed. Defeat is not something to fear, but surrender is something to reject. Never once did it ever occur to me to quit. I learned at university that failure was not an option. And I learned as well the true meaning of the words of President Truman when he said, "There are no great men. There are only ordinary men who rise to meet great challenges." And so, as I look out at this impressive graduating class today, I see hope for our future in this explosive and dangerous world that we read about every day and see signs of every night on television. A dangerous world. And I see, when I look at this graduating class, inspiration for all of our citizens, from Monterey to Montreal, from Moncton to Madagascar. The torch truly has been passed. You, the graduates, are our new generation of leaders, and I salute you and congratulate you on your great achievement on this golden afternoon of an unforgettable day in lives filled with such promise and excitement. If ever you search for a lodestar to guide you through the gently unfolding decades of your lives, you may wish to consider a few lines from Mr. Justice Learned Hand, the greatest American jurist who was never, ever appointed to the Supreme Court of the United States. Many years ago, he was invited to welcome immigrants to America, Catholics, Protestants, Muslims, and Jews, mostly poor and unlettered people from Central and Eastern Europe and the Middle East. He defined for them that day on the Lower East Side of Manhattan at a citizenship ceremony the spirit of liberty that he hoped they would find in the life of their new country. I refer to it today because his words have universal reach. They apply to us all and to all of our countries. He said that the spirit of liberty is the spirit that is not too sure that it is right. The spirit of liberty seeks to understand the minds of other men and other women. The spirit of liberty weighs their interests alongside its own without bias. And the spirit of liberty knows that not even a sparrow falls to earth unheeded. And the spirit of liberty is the spirit of him who near 2,000 years ago taught mankind a lesson that it has never quite learned, but never quite forgotten, that there may be a kingdom where the least shall be heard and considered side by side with the greatest. If you, as graduates today, can incorporate into your lives some of the humility and the generosity and the wisdom contained in those words, it will be said of you one day that you have brought honor to your country, pride to your achievement, and glory to your family. No one can ask for more. Thank you, and may God bless you all.
Thank you, Dr. Mulroney. You certainly packed into almost 5 minutes a great deal of wisdom and insight. And we as McGillians are proud and honored to count you as one of us from now on. I think everybody here will remember the speaker at their convocation. Thank you very much for honoring us. We'll now proceed with the conferral of academic degrees. I call upon the Provost and Vice Principal Academic, Professor Christopher Manfredi, to begin the formal proceedings. Professor Manfredi.
Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. I am pleased to invite the students graduating from the Faculty of Arts for the conferral of degrees. This is a truly joyous event in the cycle of any university's life, and particularly so at McGill, where we have such talented and accomplished students. Each student crossing the stage this afternoon will be greeted by the Chancellor, the Principal, or the Chair of the Board of Governors. Students receiving their first degree shall remove their mortarboard or hat. At center stage, they will be symbolically capped, signaling ceremonially the conferral of the degree. Students who have already earned a university degree keep their mortarboard on and will be congratulated by a tap on the shoulder. The parchment or degree itself is given to students after they have a photo taken and leave the stage. You may see some students wearing red or white scarves. Since 2011, all self-identifying Indigenous students, First Nations, Inuit, and Métis, are entitled to wear graduation scarves at Convocation, in the community, and at any and all future McGill events that they attend. The red scarf is for those receiving a degree, and white for those getting a diploma or certificate. The feather has two meanings: respect for the person and the mark of an amazing or special event. The Confederacy belt signifies attachment to and respect for the land on which we live, and the turtle symbolizes the inclusiveness of all nations and respect for diversity. It is fitting that we recognize our Indigenous graduates in this way, just as we recognize that McGill University is on land which long served as a site of meeting and exchange amongst Indigenous peoples, including the Haudenosaunee and Anishinaabe nations. We acknowledge and thank the diverse Indigenous people whose presence has enriched this territory on which peoples of the world now gather. En vertu des pouvoirs qui me sont conférés par le Sénat de McGill, je déclare que les candidats dont le nom figure sur la liste officielle des diplômés de l'université, qu'ils soient présents ou absents, ont satisfait aux exigences de leur grade, diplôme ou certificat respectif. By virtue of the powers conferred upon me by McGill's Senate, I declare that the candidates whose names appear on the university's official list of graduates, whether they be present or absent, have satisfied the requirements for their respective degrees, diplomas, or certificates. By tradition at McGill, we begin with students receiving graduate degrees, followed by students obtaining undergraduate degrees. I now invite Professor Emeritus Bruce Shore to introduce the graduates, and Professor Antonia Maione, Dean of the Faculty of Arts, to congratulate all graduating students. Congratulations, class of 2017. Félicitations.
For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Economics, Irakli Shaparadze. Kewana Hansela V. Rayburn. Nagam Seyur. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Information Studies, Michael Warren Shulha. Abir Mohammed El Qadi. for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Library and Information Studies. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Political Science, Christopher Chim. Holly Ann Garnett. Is that Martin or Martin? Martin Thomas McCallum. Mohammed Sise. For the degree of Master of Arts in Economics, Yue Cao. Adrian Harding. For the degree of Master of Arts in Political Science, Julia Bryn Garney Maynard. Mehika Mustansir. For the degree of Master of Information Studies, Annie Baldassari. Madeline Philippa Bartlett. Okay. Nicole Katerina Baudry. Sophie Alexandre Boucher. Rebecca Emily Brunton. Sabrina Jose Burr. Marie-Lise Chapeux Arsenault. Jasmine Charette. Justine Couture. Jamin Dai. Evan David Dalrymple. Congratulations. David Deacon. Sonia Simran Dhaliwal. Annalise Marie Dowd. Aisha Forsyth. Jane Elizabeth Hocko. Catherine Henderson. Tiffany Hirsch. Go ahead. Go ahead, please. Sarah Hope. Sarah Hoke. Just one's for you. Ionescu. Valentina Ionescu. Kendra Gale Johnston. Paul Kelly Réaume. En français, Charles. Charles Alexandre Lapin. Devin Elise McPhailin Lemire. Liggett. Nicholas Alexander Liggett. Jing Liu. Robin Locke. Austin Alfred Matheson. Alyssa? Alyssa Mary McMillan. Thank you. Mercer there, I think? Okay. Brianna Megan Starr Mercer. Shannon Jean? Shannon Jean Mooney. Michael Thomas Moore. Elizabeth Joy Nash. Yimei Ning. One for me, you keep one. Thank you. Good. Merci. Okay. Merci, Adrian Novak. Vicky Ouimet. That's Potier. Rebecca Joan Potier. Emma Pritchard. Guyana Puka. Wentao Shi. David, last name? Okay. David Ramirez Jaimes. Riche. Miriam Elaine Riche. Zara Saidozakarin. MD Abdus Salam. Michel Savard. Alana Gwen Seaton. Joseph Daniel Chappelle. Seth Stoffer. Jacqueline Shirley Sundberg. Andrea Louise Tomlinson. Clara Eleanor Turp. Charlotte Gale Van Walraven. Is that Nicola? Nicola Alexandra Vernon. Haley Wyman. Kapik Yu. For the degree of Master of Library and Information Studies, Jackie Anna Brazil. Rhonda Rochelle Midmore. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Economics, Peter Joseph Abrahamson. Sinan Adlim. Maisha Ahmed. Omar Mohammed Ahmed, Dean's Honor List. Chloe Akras. Catherine Anderson. Sunjana Aurora. Shakil Rahman Ayan, Dean's Honor List. Aras Khan Aiden. Manur Rizwan Arfin. Mohammed Umer Aziz. Alexander Bain. Ananya Balabhadra Pathruni. Catherine Laura Barnwell with distinction. Siham Ben Ambarak. Kelly Helen Benning. Aiden Benoit Savchi. Jennifer M. Berger, Dean's Honor List. Alia Tarini Berry with distinction. Eric Blachut, the Alan Oliver Gold Medal, First Class Honors in Economics and Dean's Honor List. Maximilien Charles Bouchard, excuse-moi. Connor James Brink. Spencer Thomas Bromley with distinction. Camille Brûlé. Athena Rose Buckley, distinction. Aldrich Milenau Kabilan. Patrick James Cameron. Richard. Richard Casey with distinction. Got it. Ariane T. Chan. Nicholas Cody Chow. Tout en français, Alexis. Alexis Charette Decombe. Basile Michel Chauffour. Antoine Gabriel Chauvel, the Brian Coughlin Memorial Prize in Economics, First Class Honors in Economics, and Dean's Honor List. D. Jacqueline Chen, Dean's Honor List. Matthew Chen. Pranay A.J. Chabria. Usman Chowdhury. Natalie Macy Chow with distinction. Duncan Clokey. Catherine Marie Cloutier-Kurtz. Kieran Nicholas Cousins. Adriana Isabel Crisol Pineda. Can You Die, Joint Honors, Economics and Accounting. Okay. Julia Di Duca with distinction. Marie-Alex Dufour. Wesley Scott Dunham. Omar El Garetli. Hamza El Haoud Trudel. Jaime Espinosa Iracheta. Quinter Faith. Mohammed Faizan. Mohammed Arsalan Farouki, First Class Joint Honors in Economics, First Class Joint Honors in Finance, and Dean's Honor List. Abdullah Feroz Farouk with distinction, First Class Joint Honors in Economics and Finance. Julian Graham Fiorello. Sunhera Fuad. Jacob Gervais Chouinard. Armand Gerson. Okay, yeah. Dylan Gimpel. Dominic Natasha Gulsaran. Yiwei Guo. Take one, thank you. Hanchevsky. Patrick Hanchevsky with distinction. Vivek Vinod? Okay. Vivek Harjani. Andrea Helfant, Dean's Honor List. Takamasa Hirayama. Hadipur, Sami? Sami Hadipur. Firas Amer Hamour. And Jacob? Yoav Jacob Hugui. Ali Idrisi Ketuni. Jalaluddin Issa. Eric Daichi Ishikawa. Sidratul Islam. Kian Jamal, Dean's Honor List. Minal Javer. Jijen Jiang. Nanyang Jiang. Can I have your card, please? Thank you. Fanta Brunhilda Camara. Syed Zulfikar Ali Kazmi. Don't panic. Take your time. Zara Akademi. Safi Ullah Khan. Heather? Omar Heather. Okay. Zaneta Kulcheva with distinction. Hyunji Kim. Go ahead. Thank you. Jisuk Kim. Izel Kohener. Zane William Corcus. David Kassir, distinction, first class joint honors in economics and finance. Matthew Koji Kunihiro. Curtis Lai? You want the whole thing? Okay. Curtis Ki Feng Lai. Eric Elliott Lee. Okay. Jeffrey Lee? Jeffrey Lee. Avram H. Lieberman. Last name Lisa. Okay. Oscar Paul Lisa. Valentin Litvin, for the Alan Oliver Fellowship, First Class Honors in Economics, and Dean's Honor List. Zi Liu. Yunhan Lee. Yuchen Lee. Connie Lee. Yiyu Lee, Joint Honors, Economics and Finance. Solomon Lupo with distinction. Thea Ma. Ryan Alexander McDonald, Joint Honors, Economics and Finance. Tanjia Mahmood, Honors, Economics. Mathieu Grégoire Claude myself, First Class Honors in Economics and Dean's Honor List. Matthew Mester. Luke Miles. Arissa Faith Mohammed. First name Martia Jasper Moshfeji. Kehan Motla. Aneri Nanavati. Nia Nitschke with distinction. Melissa Claire Olson. Nicholas Pellicer Garcia. Danji Peng. Kan Lin Fan. Taryn Bianca Pillay. français, Céline Poisson. Céline Poisson. Alexandre Poulain. Shumona Raha. Sanya Ramnoth. Kelsey Lee Rivet. Taylor Rachel Rothberg. Alexis? Alexis Yohan Roman. Wilkie Wrong. Eric Stephen Rothman, first class honors in economics and Dean's honor list. Alexandra Mary Rule. Shahira Salim, Dean's Convocation Prize, the Hubert Marlot Prize, and Dean's honor list. Abdallah Mohammed Saleh. Sinep Kansu Sadigo. Mete Sayin. Mirza Ali Shakir with distinction, first class joint honors in economics and finance. Got it. Paul Owen Shannon. Khaled Sheikh Amin, Dean's honor list. Rachel Escort Romas Sibold. Shaden Sowen. Robert Anthony Spagnuolo. Justin Michael Spielman. Shurabi Srikaruna. Marina Celeste Sumona. Ginny Tan. Andrew Tash. Ayush Tawakli. Sarah Tawil with distinction. Julian Thomas Temnikov. Congratulations. Wonderful to see you. Talk to you soon. Jillian Francis Tamimoto with distinction. Rachel Tremblay Diamond. Félix Trépanier. Yeah. Dhruv Trigunayat. Farhad Rushad Udwadja with distinction and the Moyes Traveling Scholarship. Kansu Ulke. John Richard Jr. Vencharuti with distinction. Margaret Elizabeth Wallace. Alessandra Venier with distinction. Félix Antoine Vézina Poirier. Jacob William Arthur Washkurak. Kevin O'Connor Wilkinson. Joni Dana Kristen Williams. That last name Warden or Warden? Thank you. Matthew Evan Warden with distinction. Belinda Wu, distinction. Mengdi Jiang with distinction. Brittany Xu. Siki Yan, distinction. Ji Yol Yang. Jonathan Samuel Young. Jiayin Zhang with distinction. Shuning Zhang, first class honors in economics, the Hubert Marlowe Prize and Dean's Honor List. Dongnanzi Zhang, Dean's Honor List. Isa Fatima Zia. Last name is Zimmerman? Okay. Salome Lise Zimmerlin. Benjamin Paul Zuckerman. Todos en español? Okay. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Industrial Relations, Laura Camila Cardenas Verdugo. Erika Cournoyer. Charlotte Davis. Natalia Maria Deledone. Vanessa Di Loretto. Cole Eisen, Dean's Honor List. Ryan Harrison Gertler. Adriana Gilmartin. Bianca Hebert. Got it. Arlie Ray Hunt. Julien Laporte. Alexandre Lemieux. Faye Ngar Leung. Okay. Pamela Psyhogios. Diana Erdina Saiful Azam Martinez. Christina Schramm. Enya Sabrina Sclapari. Magdalene. Okay. Magdalene Isabella Sequeira with distinction. Isa Navid Sheikh. Jessica Vinitsky. Jamie Weiss. Michelle Wing Yan Wong. First name Justin. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in International Development Studies, Justin Wiley Heatherly, First Class Joint Honors in International Development Studies and in Political Science. Amber. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, Amber Mady Marie-Constance Battistella. Mackenzie Anderson. Last name Angel. Lawrence Austin Angel. Arthur. Rena Arthur. Ayman Ahmed Ashabir. Okay. Magda Françoise Leila Bacha. Okay. Olabukula Chantal Badejo. Anouk Bonlier. Kira Harriet Beck. Emma Anne-Marie Bear-Beauchamp. Albert Bergeron Gravel. Marie-Bernard Brandamour. Juliette Pauline Bertin. Justin Berube. Melis Birgen, distinction. Carla Borderies. Agnès Marie Boucher, First Class Joint Honors in International Development Studies and in Political Science, the Guy Drummond Fellowship in Political Science, and Dean's Honor List. Charles John Jeffrey Braithwaite. David Asher Brooke. Jana Maureen Bryson, Honors Political Science. Charlotte Kayatek with distinction. Andrea Lauren Carosielli. Lise Cartier. Cameron Scott Cash. Kiara Kazuk, Honors Political Science. John Paul Krabak. Mitchell Lawrence Skinner Clark. Thank you. Stephanie Louise Claxton. Roxanne Cloutier Peace, distinction. Harriet Amelia Rose Coleman with distinction. James William Dean Collicutt, First Class Honors, Political Science. Laura G. Coutey. Zachary Alexander Crooks. Charlotte Quaino. Peter Alexander Dalglish. Marco Palamine de Guzman, Honors Political Science. Phaedra de Saint Rome, Joint Honors Political Science and History. Mathilde Deleby. Flore Christine Delaporte. Coralie Delettre. Julia Dennis or Denis? Denis. Okay. Julia Denis, First Class Honors in Political Science, Dean's Honor List. Pamela Grace Depew. Théophile Deslauriers, the Alan Oliver Fellowship, First Class Honors in Political Science and Dean's Honor List. Ashima Venice Allen. Antoinette de Wandre, avec distinction. Marina Djurjevic. Amélie Amanda Doiron. Anna Dory, First Class Honors Political Science and Dean's Honor List. Pierre Pépin Druzy, Joint Honors Political Science and History. Morgan Kathleen Dijkstra. Gabriela Chelard Santamaria. Laila Elibrachi. Gizem Suhendan Ergudar, Joint Honors Political Science and International Development Studies. Cassandra Fafalios. Judith Faktorovich. Anne-Cécile Marie Virginie Favori. Igor Fedorov, First Class Honors in Political Science and Dean's Honor List. Stephanie Christine Fairtway. I got that one. Zachary Fieldsend. Deanna Ruth Foster. Chloe Julie Francisco, Joint Honors in Political Science and International Development Studies. Jennifer Janet Fryer. Dylan Garber. Mila Michelle Gorayev, Joint Honors Political Science and Philosophy. Aidan Cameron Gilchrist Blackwood, Dean's Honor List, First Class Joint Honors History, Political Science, the Guy Drummond Fellowship in Political Science. Gabby Gonzalez Sirois, Honors Political Science Distinction. I'm supposed to read them all. It's your day. Madeleine Gottsman, Norman Berman Memorial Prize, Sarah Rosenfeld Prize in Yiddish, and the Dean's Honor List. Sami Graya. Etienne Alexis Graton. Rachel Sophie Guillou, Distinction and First Class Honors Political Science. Narmada Ganawardana. Miled Hill, Honors Political Science. Greta Bryn Morris Hoken, Distinction, First Class Honors in Political Science, and the Maurice Goldenberg Memorial Scholarship. Suzanne Floyd Jones Holcomb, Joint Honors in Political Science and History with Distinction. Eloise Rabert Kolf. Brian Huang with Distinction, First Class Honors in Political Science. Got it. Luciana Yamarone. Is that Ivy? Yvier Sabrina Idukpaye. Harris William Arthur Innes Miller, Distinction and First Class Honors. Danielle Iqbal. Sarisha E.R. Sarisha E.R. Somia Iathure. Morgane Jacquette, Honors Political Science. Is that Jaffe Geffner? Nina Jaffe Geffner, First Class Honors and Dean's Honor List. Gabrielle Rumig Jalyaskov, Joint Honors Political Science and International Development Studies. Emily Ann Jensen, Distinction and First Class Honors in Political Science. Hannah Marie Jevney with Distinction. Hyewan Jung. Nicholas Frederick? Nicholas Frederick Casting, First Class Honors. Matthew Tanamori Kelson, First Class Honors and Dean's Honor List. Mackenzie George Kibler, First Class Honors. Sabrina Fiona Kim. Emanuela Clogieri. Etienne William Coppell with Distinction. Okay, Jovana Kerchevinat. Okay, Alicia. Alicia Krensis with Distinction. Jenna Larica, First Class Honors, Dean's Honor List. Audrey Lachance. Chen Lai. Lima Jen Lamarche. Benjamin James Latour. Anne-Marie Lavallée. Constance Marie Lazat. Justine Leblanc with distinction and first-class honors in history and political science. Yvonne Yichen Lee. Inès Léopoldie Dubois. Got it. Hadrian Matthew Lung. Margot Florence Levisal, Dean's Honor List. Audrey Leno. Jamie Lim with distinction, first-class honors in international development studies and political science. Emily Lockie. Shannon Devon Lindsay. Adam Mackenzie. Stephen McLeod, distinction, first-class joint honors, philosophy and political science. Sabine Malisani. David Joseph in English. David Joseph Mantini. Nicholas Alexander Markey. Shannon Marutian with distinction. Samina Carolyn Martins, Dean's Honor List. Martin, got it. Charlotte Julie Martin. OK, après Martin, c'est Martin. Okay. Ophélie Sophie Marie Martin. Susanna Carolina Martinez. Benjamin William McFadden. Nina Cassidy McKenna. Adrien Mercat. Juliet or Juliet? Juliet Nolan Mestre, Dean's Honor List. Sure, why not? G. Clay Miller. Nancy Jane Mitchell. Sutapa Laura Mitra, Honors Political Science and Distinction. One card, please. Thank you. Margot Mary Molat de Jourdain with distinction. Thank you. Monastiriakos. Yeah, okay, I got it. George Monastiriakos. Solène Montserrisier with distinction. Michelle Montilla, Honors Political Science. I can do that. Lauren Beausoleil Morris with distinction. Giselle Naimi. Ava Naragi. Francesca Nassif. Gabriel Paris Go Ning. Eleanor Marie Camille Nouel. James O'Leary. Hélène Osterman. Like the car. Pierre Panard, Joint Honors, Political Science and History. Sophia Georgia Papatea Dorakos. Vanessa Ann Paragas. Ki Yun Peck, First Class Honors in Political Science and Dean's Honor List. Thank you. Zihao Peng, Joint Honors, Political Science and Philosophy. Thank you. Esther or Esther? Esther Perrin. Piuchot, c'est Paul? Paul Piuchot. Jeremy Samuel Ponak, Honors Political Science. Maximilien en français ou Maximilien? Okay. Maximilien François Poupon. Malaya Scarlett Tanis Powers, First Class Honors, Political Science, Dean's Honor List. Alessandra Popolo, Distinction and First Class Honors in Political Science. Anna Dobashi Reuten. Andrea? Yeah. Andrea Raleigh. Ashley Catherine Réaume. Louise Clara Ribet, Honors Political Science. Chloe Marie Ovelia Rinaldi. Ellie Roberts. Samantha Rosenthal, Dean's Honor List. Mai Sienna Rosner, Honors Political Science. Adam Hurd Rutledge. Samuel? Udita Samuel. Schlumberger? Got it. Timothy Johannes Schlumberger. Lucas Darcy Scott Harston. Charlotte Inez Selous. Of course I will read the whole thing. Take your time. Annabelle Atanasova Semergieva, First Class Joint Honors in International Development Studies, First Class Joint Honors in Political Science, and Dean's Honor List. Okay, tap. Adrian Shoje. Angelina Smolinek. Alana Elizabeth Sokich. Sarah Nicole Spadotto, Distinction, First Class Joint Honors, English and Political Science. Nandini Srivastava, Honors Political Science. Jenna Catherine Stanwood, Joint Honors Political Science, International Development Studies. Cindy Tat. Aurélie Tego. That's all in English. Adam Robert Templer. Alexander Francis Toop. Justine Touchon. Amélie Marie-Thérèse Tresfel. Margaret Nicole Vlekov with distinction. Jenny Wang, Honors Political Science. I couldn't give you a harder name. Gregory White. Natasha Ann White. May White Vilmuth. Got it. Natalie Adjoa Wilson. Joanna Carolyn Wolfarth, Honors Political Science. Natalie Wong, the Alan Oliver Gold Medal, First Class Honors in Political Science and Dean's Honor List. Last name She? She, right? Sharon Catherine She. She? No, she? Okay. Laura Shu. Alan Christopher Yuen. Louise Sophie Zer. Asel Zumabayeva. Jihan Zhao. Outside.
Thank you, Professor Emeritus Shore. Ms. Justine Leblanc, the ceremony's valedictorian, will now say a few words.
Mr. Chancellor, members of the Platform Party, fellow graduates, and guests. Bon après-midi et bienvenue à Montréal. What an overwhelming honor it is to be here with you, addressing you all minutes before we set out into adulthood. This is a moment of celebration. To see our friends and relatives cross the stage is the pinnacle of years of hard work, sacrifice, and late-night food to our orders. We've all taken different paths to get to this moment. Some have spent more time in the library, others at Gertz. Some have given their all to their extracurriculars, others have chosen to focus on their classes. But today, I want to address the crowd on behalf of all graduates, and I think we all have two things in common. We have been supported, and we have struggled. So first, to our support systems, whomever they might be comprised of, here's to you. I think I can say on behalf of every graduate that we cherish you, we thank you, and we take nothing for granted. Now, to the second point. We like to celebrate our successes. That's why we're here today. But I want to take a moment to talk about our difficulties. Everyone sitting here in cap and gown has had to overcome an obstacle, or many, in order to get to this day. So first, I want to take a moment to say to the class of 2017, just take a breath, look back at those challenges. You did it. You are stronger than whatever that was. And to me, that is the most valuable lesson we take from McGill. My own obstacle was starting over. As a CJEP graduate, I had the opportunity to study law right away, skip the undergrad, and it felt too prestigious to turn down. From the very first day, it didn't feel quite right. I was too immature, too young, and on my 20th birthday, I decided to drop out. The rigidity of the program did not suit me well, and that is the opposite of what I found here at McGill. Many complain of a lack of structure, a lack of guidance during their time here, and that can be true, but there is a value in this freedom, which fosters independence of mind, curiosity, and an ingenuity that prepares us for what lies ahead. Before McGill, I felt like I let people down, my family, my friends, and myself. But deciding that it wasn't right for me, taking some time off, is still the most difficult decision I have made to this day. And though being a valedictorian and the education I got at McGill are the successes I'm celebrating today, my greatest achievement is still trusting my gut. So, as we take today to celebrate our success, I want to encourage us all to also think about our failures. The ones that don't get broadcasted on Facebook or LinkedIn, the ones that aren't celebrated with a fancy dinner, but that perhaps more than anything else make us who we are, that teach us courage, resilience, resourcefulness. I think we've all encountered a few at McGill, and to be perfectly realistic, there are more ahead. They do not define our worth, but how we decide to face them can define our character. Our degrees say political science and economics and industrial relations, but what McGill really taught us was how to get back on our feet. I don't know what waits for you guys when you leave this room and go on into the real world. And I don't know which event specifically taught you to overcome, but in one way or another, we have all learned to, and that's the true transferable skill. Buzzwords. So, graduates, here's to figuring it out. I can think of no group better prepared to handle whatever life has coming with grace, confidence, and empathy. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much.
Now that you're seated again, would the graduating class please rise? À titre de chancelier de l'Université McGill, je déclare et confirme que chacun de vous a maintenant le droit à la distinction de grade, diplôme ou certificat qui vous a été conféré, avec tous les honneurs, droits, privilèges et responsabilités qui y sont pertinents. In my capacity as Chancellor of McGill University, I declare and confirm that each of you is now entitled to the distinction of the degree, diploma, or certificate that has been conferred upon you, with all the honors, rights, privileges, and responsibilities that are pertinent thereto. Congratulations. Félicitations. The Secretary General, Ms. Edita Rogovska, will deliver some closing remarks.
Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Dear graduates, your graduation year marks Montreal's 375th anniversary and Canada's 150th. In recognition of Canadians whose contributions to our society have made an impact, I'd like to close today's ceremony with a few words from Gabrielle Roy, the celebrated French-Canadian author, who says the following about friendship. Tous les humains, au fond, sont nos amis. Pourvu qu'on leur laisse la chance, qu'on se remette entre leurs mains et qu'on leur laisse voir le moindre signe d'amitié. All human beings at heart are our friends, provided we give them a chance and let them see the slightest sign of friendship. I hope as you leave McGill and pursue the next phase of your journey, you will leave your hearts open to discovering and building new friendships and giving people a chance to contribute to your own happiness, your families, and your communities. En vous souhaitant le meilleur des succès, je vous dis bonne chance et bonne continuation. Félicitations.
To conclude the ceremony, please stand as Dr. Tracy Smith-Bassett leads us in the singing of the national anthem.
True patriot love in our